I think the biggest thing is like people made jokes about suicide, and it's like be like, oh, I'm having a bad day, like I just want to go kill myself or something. It's not really something like to joke about, just because it is so serious and because it was so recent.
When Project Safety Net began, obviously it began out of because we were having a crisis. We had the first death occurred in May of 2009. It was not the first death by suicide from a teenager in our community, but when the second death occurred shortly thereafter, we were concerned that we might be entering a period of cluster or epidemiologic cluster, defined by commonalities in method of death, timing of death, place of death.
When the first couple of suicides occurred in 2009, we were at a meeting with the City School Liaison Committee, which is 2 council members and 2 school board members, and we were discussing the issue, and it was determined at that time that we needed to bring people together, because what was happening in town, everyone was obviously shocked about what was occurring, and mobilizing to respond to the tragedy. But we are the partner that seems to be able to open its doors and bring everybody together and say, okay, how can we work together?
So with the More Than Sad program, it's basically a 25-minute DVD that we do in conjunction with the living skills teachers at both Palo Alto High School, where it started in this community, and then at Gunn High School more recently. And then we have a staff program as well, and a parent program.
Hey Ray, congrats on student council, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yo Ray, what time's the game on Saturday?
9 a.m., away game.
Dude, I hear coach is gonna start you.
Yeah, I know, he told me. I've been trying to stay cool about it.
Man, that history exam's gonna kill me tomorrow.
I know, I've been studying.
Yeah, you gotta worry.
I'm calling because I can't stop worrying about things that I don't need to worry about. I don't know, I felt weird and like something was wrong. I decided that I needed to speak to someone.
We are planning a more formal evaluation, not only in terms of do their knowledge and attitudes change about depression, but do their skills change, and are they more likely to be able to get help for a friend, having seen an example on film of a teen getting help for themselves.
One of the strategies of Project Safety Net is peer-to-peer support. And we know that kids often will talk to their peers much more readily than they'll talk to an adult. Kind of emerged out of the Gunn High School from the students. And sometimes the best efforts actually begin with the students themselves, and that's an example of that.
And then rock, it's really open there, just because we're like, well, we've accepted it, like now we can like kind of move on and like understand it. And then also like other schools in the Bay Area have had suicides lately, and so at rock meetings we've like talked about writing letters to them and being like, hey, like we feel your pain, we like understand, we're like so sorry.
It's research that comes out of the Search Institute out of Minnesota, and what they did is they've surveyed millions of teens over the last several decades, and what they learned was that these kids have generally 30 or more of these developmental assets. And so that's a way that everybody in a community, everybody can be an asset builder. If you understand what the assets are, the developmental assets are, and you can, with a little more intention, try and build those assets with the kids in your life. So we surveyed the kids on that, and then they'll be surveyed again in 5 years, and we'll see if we've moved the needle.
This is Joyce Ho, reporting for the Peninsula Press in the Stanford Graduate Program in Journalism.